Welcome to our special report. Today, we focus on the ongoing crisis in the Gaza Strip, marked by continued violence and severely limited humanitarian access. Tensions in the Gaza Strip remain critically high, despite a U.S.-brokered ceasefire reportedly in place since October 2025. Violence persists, and the limited reopening of the Rafah border crossing has failed to alleviate the deepening humanitarian crisis. The partial reopening of the Rafah crossing has proven completely insufficient to meet the scale of humanitarian need, leaving thousands stranded. Despite a supposed ceasefire, violence continues to claim lives in Gaza. Tragically, a 19-year-old Palestinian, Ahmed Abdel Al, was shot and killed by Israeli soldiers south of Khan Yunis, in an area supposedly away from active military control. This latest casualty brings the death toll since the October 2025 ceasefire to 529, underscoring the fragility of the current situation. The medical crisis in Gaza is reaching catastrophic levels, compounded by restricted movement at the border. The Rafah crossing with Egypt was reopened this week after nearly 2 years of closure, but the process remains heavily restricted. Despite WHO reports that 20,000 people require urgent medical care, only 5 critical patients were permitted to evacuate on the first day. This is a devastating fraction of the need. The Qatari Foreign Ministry spokesperson Majed Al-Ansari labeled the prevention of medical evacuations a, quote, crime, criticizing the limited opening as, quote, completely insufficient. Beyond the border restrictions, the daily humanitarian situation inside Gaza is deteriorating rapidly. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency has been forced to suspend body recovery and hazard removal operations due to a complete lack of fuel for their vehicles. The Health Ministry reports a critical medicine deficit now at 52% in essential drugs, with the shortage for chronic illnesses even higher, leaving thousands without necessary daily medication. Palestinians returning to Gaza after seeking assistance have shared deeply concerning accounts of their journey. Returnees describe the process as, quote, humiliating, with Israeli authorities reportedly confiscating nearly all personal belongings, including children's items, leaving families with only the clothes they wore. One Palestinian woman reported being detained and interrogated, alleging Israeli officers offered her a choice: provide intelligence to the army or be denied entry to Gaza. The situation underscores the stalled progress on aid and reconstruction plans. Despite diplomatic efforts and U.S. proposals for reconstruction, aid implementation remains stalled, and the overall death toll since October 2023 stands at nearly 72,000. With medicine shortages and lack of fuel, Gaza's healthcare system remains on the brink of total collapse. Thank you for watching this report.